Hello friends, my name is Shashank and welcome back to this new video. And this video is very important from security point of view if you are into the security automation, because today I'm going to talk about the two important factors which are called as false acceptance rate or the false rejection rate, right? So if you don't know about these terminologies, don't worry because I'm going to explain them. So before we start this video, let me give you one scenario. That you have been given a task to install a biometric access control system in one of your data center, and now you have to decide that whether you want to have the higher FAR, false acceptance rate, or the higher false rejection rate. Which one would you choose? FAR or FRR? So if you don't know the answer, don't worry, just comment in the comment section and I will explain in this video what are these two terminologies and how to decide whether we should go with the higher FAR or higher FRR, right? So before we try to understand these factors, let me give you a very simple example that why and when we use these terminologies. Whenever we talk about biometric access control, and biometric access control includes our fingerprints, our hand geometry, our iris, our voice, our face. So all these factors comes under biometric access control, and when we talk about biometric access control, we have to understand the false acceptance rate and the false rejection rate. So in simple terms, I would say these are the errors. These are the two different errors which we get when we work with the biometric access control system. So the type 1 error, which is called the false rejection rate, and the type 2 error, which is called the false acceptance rate, we will understand them. So number 1, the type 1 error, false rejection rate. So to understand the false rejection rate, we have to take in a very simple example that most of us, we have been given the ID card which we use to get access through the access control door, electronic access control doors, right? So you are an authorized person, you have given the ID, and now the device is recognizing you as an authorized person and you have been given the access. So this is a very, you will say, the system is working as we expect that system to work, right? You are an authorized person, you have been given the access. But what if you have the right ID card, you are an authorized person, but still system is not allowing you to enter into that building? In that scenario, we will say the system is giving the type 1 error, which means it is rejecting, it's giving a false rejection, which means the system is rejecting the authorized person. So we call it FRR, right? Now let's take another example. Now the person is unauthorized, he doesn't have the right ID card, but still system is giving access to that person. We will call it the false acceptance rate, which means that system is accepting the false person or the unauthorized person and system is giving access to that person. So these are the two terminologies. The FRR, false rejection, in which the system rejects the authorized person, and the FAR, in which system accepts the unauthorized person. So now let's go back to our scenario that in case of data center, which one would you choose? The higher false acceptance or the higher false rejection? You cannot afford to give access to any unauthorized person in the data center because these are the highly sensitive areas, these are having the high risk ratings. So you can afford to even deny access to an authorized person, but you cannot accept to give access to an unauthorized person, right? So in that case, you can go with the higher false rejection rate instead of higher false acceptance rate. Right? So this is called the FAR and FRR. But being a security professional, you have to find a balance that at what rating, at what percentage I cannot afford the FRR or FAR, which means that based on the risk rating, based on the sensitivity of that area, or based on the risk factor, you have to decide whether I want a 0.8% or 0.7% FRR and 0.1% FAR, right? So you have to decide, and when you install these systems, the technician will make adjustments according to your needs, but you have to understand that what I want in that system, because if you don't give your requirement to the technician, he won't understand that what do you want, higher FRR or higher FAR, right? So I hope that you understood these two terminologies, the false acceptance rate type 2 error and the false rejection rate, the type 1 error, because these are the questions which you will be expecting in the interviews, because these are the same questions which I was asked during the interview, right? So I hope you understood these questions, these terminologies, these factors, and you will be able to answer these questions in any interview. So thank you very much for watching this video, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel.